Welcome to the Ball Don't Lie podcast. We are back. NBA opening night. What a day of games. Except if you're a Knicks fan, I'm sorry, but we'll get to that.
I'm a Minnesota fan too.
I think they played. They had some flashes. It's game one. They looked competent. They got a bunch of new players. Let's just hop straight into it, okay? Let's talk about the game that just happened. Lakers versus Timberwolves opening night. Lakers win an opening night game for the first time since 2017. Okay.
Hassan was hating. What'd you say? Hold up. Give me 1 second. Let me find out what Hassan.
We have receipts. We have receipts.
I don't even know what I said.
All right, but let's get to talking some basketball. I want to talk about. I wrote some notes down during the game on things I liked. I didn't dislike much. There were some things I disliked, but shot quality. The first thing I noticed were running sets, we're running plays, and it's like throughout the entire game. It's never a moment where people are standing around just watching LeBron cook. AD sends screens, people are moving. He was hating, yeah, for sure.
I hope the Lakers get beat down too.
I did hope the Lakers
trash ass nigga,
but...
doo ass take. Knew it wasn't gonna happen, nigga.
Man,
come on, man.
The team just didn't look like they're together.
MVP AD.
We should talk about the Timberwolves first because we can get them out the way. Because they, Bez is actually talking. Sorry, Bez is talking about the Lakers. My bad.
Yeah. So the shot quality, like I was saying, we're actually moving. We're actually sending screens. This is against the best defense in the league from last year too, mind you. So I just want to point that out. Like the offensive movement, doing this to the best defense in the league, who got Rudy Gobert, who had a pretty good game, all things considered. He was on the glass in the second half a lot.
Davis cooked that man. He was a little kid up there.
So
in the first half.
Good game against who?
That nigga.
He was on the glass though.
Ain't that nigga booty?
No, Jackson Hayes is booty. That's the only bad thing I'll say. Jackson Hayes stinks.
Jackson Hayes had a good game. Let's not disrespect that man.
Nah, he has the lowest basketball IQ on the team though. Like he has some plays, but he did stupid shit too. So it's like a give and take with him.
And doing the first half.
Bro, blocked Mike Conley in the corner from the paint, bro. I'm not gonna let it slide. I'm not gonna forget.
Facts. He blocked Mike Conley. Like Mike Conley was in the corner shooting a three. This nigga was in the paint. He blocked him.
Dante DiVincenzo's shooting stupid threes too. Trying to do.
He blocked that nigga.
But Dante can make him, bro.
That block on Gobert, I was like, "Ooh!" That nigga said that shit.
Yeah, that was. I mean,
bouncing to the stands, bro. Bouncing to the nosebleeds.
All right, let me get off some other notes I took here. Second quarter, Wolves go on a 7-0 run in the second quarter. Guess what happens? A timeout. Never would have thought that with Darvin Hamas on the team. I can't believe I watched a timeout after a 7-0 run. Unbelievable. Great. And then after the timeout, we come out of the timeout, wide open LeBron dunk. A classic vintage. Wide open, too. We drew up a wide open play. Unbelievable.
I've never seen that before in my life.
Oh, my God. They have those? They have those in the league?
We finally got a taste, Omari. We finally get it.
Okay, and then a little bit of the bad, quote unquote bad. There's not much bad here, but one thing I will say, we did not shoot well. However, the looks we were getting were good shots. So the shooting wasn't good at all. We missed a lot of threes. We ended up taking good shots though. I feel like they'll go in. JJ Redick said it. I think we're taking good shots. They'll go in eventually. A lot of makeable shots, especially for D'Lo. Like, I know people were shitting on him, but I thought he was taking quality shots. I don't think he was doing anything too crazy today. So,
today, in my opinion.
Yeah, he just missed shots. He just couldn't hit anything. But other than that,
non-ball watchers, it's like they'll see like a bad shooting night, and it's just like immediately, he was trash. But it's just like shit happens.
Yeah, Bosco watchers like that shouldn't even be talking about basketball, bro. They shouldn't even be looking.
Like, this was a bad D'Lo.
Unsubscribe.
This is a bad D'Lo game. A bad D'Lo game, and we didn't get absolutely embarrassed. Like in the last year, if D'Lo shoots like this, we literally lose by 20 points. You know what I mean? And then we actually pulled it out.
I feel like the reason why you guys won was definitely because of offensive rebounding. You guys hustled more than
good point
at the beginning. I think you guys had like damn near double their shots too.
We're hungry.
Yeah,
but they caught up in the second half with the rebounds.
Yeah, they caught up. They started trying harder. Julius Randle didn't try at all offense for rebounds. Gobert was just getting bodied by Anthony Davis. Jackson Hayes had a lot of good second chance points and opportunities. So I feel like you guys have more energy than you did, especially from last year. Like you said, the sets that you guys ran, there's always some off-ball movement with somebody and the ball's like getting around. There's continuity there. So even if you do have a bad shooting performance, at least you get good looks and you try hard. And I feel like that's why you guys won tonight. And then obviously you have the star power with Anthony Davis. The guy's a machine. He's different today.
It's time to have a dialogue.
Yeah.
Top 5? I think so.
No, I wouldn't say top 5, but
top 5.
JJ Redick
Hey,
gets him in positions to do what he does. So
shout out to JJ. Great debut in his first game, first win.
Beautiful coaching debut.
I feel like
undefeated as a regular season coach, by the way.
Stop the count.
I feel like he's like a military type coach. I don't know. That's a vibe that I was getting from him today.
General?
Even on the mic'd up moment too, like he just didn't have any energy, or it feels like he's not. Like,
he was locked in. It just seemed like he was locked in the whole game. You know what I mean? Like he was like, until the buzzer hit 0, we're not good enough. You know, which I respect.
Yeah. But I'll give him a pass for today.
You know what I liked a lot? I want to talk about. I wanted to talk a little bit about the offensive side from us, because from what I can tell, LeBron James didn't have an amazing night that, he needs to put people on his back to win these games. For the first time in a while that I see, he did not need to put the load on his back, truck through people, go crazy in the final 8 minutes of a game. It was 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. LeBron was chilling on the bench, and we had a 10-point lead. This is something I thought I wouldn't see. This is something I was really, really hoping that this team would finally be able to, at least, for the foreseeable future, have a LeBron-less Laker future. And I know it's one game, the first game, and I always jump to conclusions, but I liked what I saw from that one game sample.
It's a big win though.
A lot of people picked up the slack today. Rui Hachimura played very well.
Player of the game, Rui Hachimura. He had, so I'm gonna read his stat line.
We're not doing that. Right.
No. Player of the game, Rui Hachimura, 18 points. Obviously AD, but like, come on, bro. We all fucking saw it. Underappreciated, 18 points, 7 of 14, 2 steals, 1 block, plus 20, the highest on the team. So he played really, really good today.
Austin Reeves had a lot of rebounds too. A lot of good offensive rebounds.
He was crashing the boards.
Good effort.
A lot of people crashing the boards this game. Even if we made the shot, I saw a lot of people. Rui, Jackson Hayes, Austin
Christie
was running. Even if the shot went in, they were going and boxing out. I love looking at those type of tendencies. I love it.
They look rejuvenated.
I feel like Max Christie's kind of a cone out there. I feel like Dalton connects.
Cone?
You're crazy.
I'm talking about
Cone is crazy. He can't score, but he actually
is he a good defender? I'm saying in terms of like he's just out there, he's just there. Like,
he just missed the shots today. He'll hit him. I promise. He'll hit him.
Huh? Yeah, he's just out there in cardio. I feel like Connect should be getting more minutes.
He's our best defender though. Unfortunately, like wing defender, it's Max Christie. He was just getting hit with a bunch of dumb fouls in the third quarter, but like he was giving effort. He has length. He was getting on the offensive rebound, so he just has to be better offensively, I think, to justify him having out there. But the defensive effort and hustle was there. So like, I'll give him a pass for today, even though he didn't play well.
He took good shots. They just didn't fall. I mean, everybody had a bad shooting night, so I don't want to dog on it. But he took good shots, a couple corner shots, like one wing three. So it was looking pretty good. He just didn't hit them, obviously.
Yeah, I don't like Gabe Vincent playing. I don't know what he's doing out there, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't giving like the best minutes, but it
wasn't bad either,
It wasn't bad, yeah. He was also out there with cardio.
I feel like he has to get back in the groove. His groove was off to me.
We're gonna talk about Cardio Warrior later too. I'm gonna let y'all know.
Bro, he's got to get back in the groove. I feel like once he gets in the vibe, like the right headspace, he'll be good again. Because I want him to play like Miami Gabe, like I really do. I really think he'll be a W for us.
It's just nobody played bad today. It's just some bad plays, some bad stretches, but I wouldn't say anybody had a bad game from us.
Yeah, I also love the coaching aspect when it came to the rotations and stuff. Like, it's almost like how basketball rotations are supposed to go. Like in the fourth quarter, even when Brown was on the bench, he's coming in for Gabe Vincent, who's in there's a set lineup in the same lineup that we started with. You know what I mean? Like, substitutions make sense. You know what I mean? We're not out there with 80 guards. It's just so many and then the ability to hold the lead. That's just I was telling, because me and Elijah were watching it, and then I remember in late in the third or something when they brought it within 5. You know what I mean? Or it might have been in the fourth. They brought it within 5 or 6 at one point, and I don't know if you call it timeout, but he makes adjustments, and then they end up retaining the lead. You know what I mean? And bringing it back to 10 or 11. But it's with Darvin Ham, we easily would have probably been down 10. We probably wouldn't have seen a timeout or an adjustment. You know what I mean? For fucking 3 more minutes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I also like the coaching staff that Redick has around him with Scott Brooks and Nate McMillan. You have two veteran
Yeah.
coaches that can assist you and give you guidance and advice, which you didn't have last year. So that also plays a role in him implementing his offense and why substitutions and stuff are good.
Yeah, let's flip it to the Timberwolves side. Shout out to the Lakers. We may get back to them later, but Timberwolves side of things, you already talked about it a little bit. I don't think we were live yet, but Anthony Edwards, he had a good game, but it was just him really. Like he was the only one doing anything, really contributing. He didn't really pass much until like the third quarter when they started double teaming him and he started making plays. So he definitely can do it, but just not really a great team effort from the Timberwolves. I feel like they were just not on the same page today.
Yeah.
Personally, that was really the big thing. I don't think they played horribly. They just, some players did play poorly, but like I wouldn't say it's unfixable.
I would say that definitely chemistry was the reason why they were winning more games this year or last year. You can tell with Karl Anthony Towns and them being together for so long. I feel like Julius Randle has to find a way to implement himself and his play style for them to actually start winning games. So I don't think they'll start winning at the beginning of the season, but the talent at the end of the day will, like in the middle or back half of the year, and they'll start winning more games. But I didn't like the performance from Anthony Edwards today. He was hot, but I feel like he just stuck or kept the ball for way too long. There's like literally in the fourth quarter where he didn't pass the ball not once for like 6 possessions until he started to get double teamed. That's when he got his assists. I don't feel like that's like winning basketball for any team if you don't straight up not pass the ball at least once. So I don't think it's going to pass. It was literally just looking to score today, and you cannot win basketball games not
who else is getting buckets.
It's a statement. Ball. He doesn't have cat. He doesn't want to
matter. Pass. Like at least pass the ball, get it back again to like a motion or a rotation, and get into a set. So there's some type of flow, and you can get into a run. You can't just.
No, was hitting some threes. He should have swung him the ball a little more. He was hitting some good shots today.
So maybe the lack of like knowledge of sets for the team or them not having the chemistry really hurt them today. And then lack of effort was very terrible. You could tell from the first
half for sure. First half was really bad from them.
Yeah.
You can tell that was a point of emphasis coming out in the third, but first half they just didn't have enough effort or put anything into it. So that's where they lost the game. I felt like the Lakers had full control of the game, even when they held their own during runs and made sure that they just had more energy than the Timberwolves. So it was a good win.
One thing I will say, in terms of the playoffs, maybe not so the regular season, I'm not really concerned from this game for the regular season. I think they'll still be good. But the defensive part, when they were the best defensive team in the league last year, I don't think that's coming back. You don't have the luxury of having Rudy being the help side defender and putting Cat on the big like AD, because Randall just can't guard AD. So you have to put Rudy on him, and that just especially if JJ was running these type of sets to get him on the perimeter to get switches, there's going to be no back line of defense. Like, Julius Randle's the tallest dude. He's not even a rim protector. So you pull Gobert to the perimeter, which is a lot easier now that they don't have Cat. It might be a little scary, especially in the playoffs when they got to play the Denver Nuggets again. And you can't put Cat on Jokic, and Rudy Gobert's going to have to guard him.
It's like the Jazz back in the day when Gobert had to guard the things and they pulled him out easily. It's going to be a flaw, which it will be.
In my opinion, like when we saw the Cat trade, like I immediately had questions about the fit and like what they lose when they lose Cat. You know what I mean? Like Randall, when it comes to points per game, maybe comparable, but it's like the way they score is like
different,
not necessarily the same. Like there were so many possessions where we just see fucking Randall just drive in like wildly and throw some random shit up, like you know what I mean? And it was like back to he just kept doing it. I was like, bro, is that like your go-to move? Like just hit the paint, throw some shit up. I'm like, yeah, like it's like at least Cat his offensive game, you know what I mean? Like he has like somewhat of a bag. Like he has a bag, you know what I mean? Like especially for a big man. So it's just like I don't think Randall's bag is nearly as deep. So I feel like it limits them offensively. You know what I mean?
Just two different levels.
And then defensively, like the size. You give up a lot of size on top of it.
And that's to a Lakers team who, like, besides AD and Jackson Hayes, who's not like threatening in any way, and you're giving up size to them, like it might get ugly against better matchups with more size.
They're definitely gonna have to win the effort battle to win, like to make up for that lack of defense or lack of size.
They definitely found something. I honestly think Naz Reid, I don't want to say he should start, but like him and Gobert, I think it kind of mimics that Cat thing, and it works better in my opinion. Because when he was on the court, they were making runs.
I feel like you should probably start with Randall and then take him out 5 minutes or something like that, and then put in Nas and let Randall run the second unit. That's probably the best rotation.
Yeah,
to do it.
honestly, like when it comes to what Bez said, I said the same thing to Elijah. Like, I was like, if they traded Cat, dude, like, honestly, they could have put Nas Reed into that role and traded Cat for like different assets. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, like you didn't need Randall. Like, you could have got other stuff for Cat. Like, you could have got a decent amount of.
I still think he's a comparable.
You could have got better role players.
They extended Gobert mid game, bro.
No, they
extended on the walkout. They got him out during the walkout.
That's crazy though. Like that. I mean, obviously they did it before that, but
yeah, the news came out like right after
like earlier today.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I mean, he's not like a shell of himself, but it looked hard for him out there tonight. It'll get easier for both of them once they start to get more chemistry.
Maybe if Gobert actually played good basketball instead of being like a weird defensive. Well, because
this guy,
if Gobert actually put time into being like competent at like offensive game, imagine this dude. He's already a defensive god apparently. Imagine if he could slide his feet better. He could like move ladder. Like he's just tall, bro. He's just tall.
There's one thing I noticed that the Lakers did defensively. They let AD switch off of Gobert. Like if he's on the perimeter, they said, "Fuck it, Austin Reeves, you take Gobert to the rim rolling." Because when he got the ball, like off the pick and roll, he doesn't know how to do any move. So it doesn't even matter if Austin Reeves on him. If he's not catching it right at the basket, he can't score. He's gonna have to dish it out to somebody.
That's his game.
I saw when he got at the elbow. He got at the elbow, and I was crying. Dude. It was him, D-Lo basket, and he like
a couple times he did that today.
He's soft. He's like, he won't.
So embarrassing, bro. How can you be like
in the paint? You're in the paint with D-Lo in front of you, in the basket. Like D-Lo is in between you and the basket, and you're 7 feet, and you don't have any move.
You gotta have at least like a touch shot, like a touch push shot, something.
Yeah, I don't even get mad anymore because I know he's never gonna change. That's just who he is.
That's why I get mad at him being the way he is. Like,
don't get mad at something you can't control.
This man is such a defensive.
I can't sit here and be like, this guy wants to get better at basketball and has a passion for the game. If you literally can't do anything offensively, like you never laugh.
You know who he is from a defensive standpoint.
It doesn't matter.
That's why he's an asset.
You can be better.
I feel like as a coach,
offense and defense is not just defense. Basketball's both. Basketball's both.
There's no Mamba mentality, bro.
I feel like if you're a coach, you know who your player is, you can get the most out of him and put him in positions.
Bro, the most would be for him to be able to score. That would be the most.
What do you want him to be? Anthony Davis?
No, but he got to make. He should be able to score on D-Lo, bro. Like that's embarrassing.
I agree.
He was an all-star for being a defender.
Yeah,
he's 180 pounds. Niggas try, dude. Like, no, he's not trying. But dude, like,
he's a DPOY.
It's just ridiculous.
Strategy works. He's gonna be a Hall of Famer.
He needs to have an offense.
No, he will, but it's like it's
like.
Dog, you're a hooper. You're a basketball player. You're in the NBA.
Yeah,
do something, bro.
What do you do? This is your job. You can't do you can't
play defense.
What does he work on, Hassan? What does he work on in the offseason? He does the same shit year in year.
No way.
The niggas just layup lines and you do this. Bro, what niggas do layup lines? Like
he does one like Euro step every year and it looks ugly every time, bro. It looks so bad.
Yeah,
it's like you need. No one's saying this guy got to get in the post and like do a jump hook shot or nothing, but like you got to have the ability to score on shorter dudes. Like that's at least that on a point guard. Like that's just a basic big man. Everybody should be learning that shit.
Yeah. Oh, how do we feel about Bronny and Braun playing together today?
Shout out to them.
Moments they showed.
I was doing, man. I wish he would have hit that three, bro. If he would have hit that three from the assist from Braun, dude, I would have, nah.
It was cool to see the audience. It was cool to see the stadium cheering right when they came in, and then right when he shot the shot too. Like you could tell.
It's not a Make-A-Wish kid, bro. Why are they? I'm just kidding.
What'd you say?
Shut up, nigga.
I said he said they're treating him like a Make-A-Wish kid.
He's not even lying. Did you see that post-game interview? Dude was in his sweats and they're interviewing LeBron.
I mean, it was a historic moment. Obviously, they got to interview both of them.
Okay. Then when LeBron shoots the three-pointer, why are they zooming in on Bronny, like doing the three-point celebration?
Dude, y'all are just looking too deep into it. Like if they zoomed in on Austin Reeves, no one said nothing.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
They
zoomed on Bronny so many times, bro.
They go zoom in on Bronny one time, like relax, bro. Ain't that deep?
Hassan, I was gonna text you every time they zoomed in. I don't know if you were watching up to date. I was crying.
If they do it game 2, I'm with you. But game 1, it's literally like
majority of the year. I feel like
if they make it like a Taylor Swift type of shit, then that'll be annoying. But
yeah.
It is
the first game, like
It's a good comparison. Yeah, if they do a Taylor Swift, show him in every fucking game. That's too much.
Every time Bron does something, they pan the Bronny.
It's warranted for the first game since it's a.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like we'll see how bad. But you know,
I ain't there yet.
Broadcasting gets nasty. At the end of the day, like it's a nasty job. If they see the views, if they see the niggas getting views, they're gonna keep.
Yeah, they're doing what they're supposed to do.
That dude Bronny's like a view magnet, bro. It's crazy.
And it's not Bronny's fault. It's not Bron's fault. Like it's just they know if you know like
it was
if they know that his face is getting extra clicks, they're gonna just keep putting his face. That's the same exact reason they keep putting Taylor. So every moment they can, that's extra views. Like
it was a cool moment to see him check. I liked how JJ Redick let them check in at the same time too.
That was really good. He didn't overdo anything. Like as soon as we started reeling a little bit, he's like, "All right, that's enough." You know, like you're out.
He has to guard Julius Randle. Was 2 times his size.
He got up though a little bit. He got up.
No. I mean, Julius Randle should score that. That's what we want to see Rudy do. That he can't do.
Yeah, but I wish he played a few more minutes though. Like he only played him for 2 spot minutes. He benched.
I'm cool off that
because they're on like their run. The Timberwolves are on their run, and you don't want to let them get hot, so he benched him at the right time. But I still want to see some Bronny play. Maybe
he'll probably get some run in like other games.
Yeah. How do you guys feel about Connect though? His performance.
I love that man.
He looked good. I mean, he didn't hit shots again. Neither a lot of the team didn't, but I like what I saw. His stroke looked good. Didn't
he hit?
No, he hit a 3, but it's just like didn't do much. But
he looks like solid. Like he is poised. You know what I mean? Like he looks like he knows what he's doing when he's on the floor. Like that's like the best thing. Like somebody like JHS, like you still don't think he doesn't look like he knows what he's doing sometimes. You know what I mean? But it's like Dalton. I feel like Dalton. I feel like he already has a good feel for the game. Obviously, he has a lot of college experience, and you could tell even in preseason, in the game where against the Warriors, and even obviously in the Suns he went crazy, but it's just like he's playing well, and I know it's still preseason, but he's playing well against the starters. You know what I mean? In those games that none of our starters played, and they were playing against the starters. So
he didn't do much today, but he was our best bench player, I'd say. I mean, no one really did much off the bench, but
he had a steal too, or something, or a block or something.
I like this. I like this chemistry.
He just looks like he knows what he's doing, and it's good to see that from a rookie, especially on the first game.
Yeah,
high IQ player. Yeah. He's gonna be like a Jaime Jaquez, like nothing too crazy, but he's gonna contribute immediately, and like you can play him right now.
Yeah,
that's a good comparison.
Yeah,
but I think I think his scoring potential is even higher than Jaime's right now. You know what I mean? Like,
he's a better shooter.
He can get high. He can definitely get high. Yeah, I agree, but I think that he'll have more. Like Jaime was solid like all year, you know what I mean. But I think that Dalton has a chance to have more like just random 30s. You know what I mean?
Random 30s.
Yeah,
30s. Then you guys are.
He got 35 in the preseason.
That's a preseason.
Okay, even like
we played AD that game. AD played like 24 minutes that game too. It was like we played our starters.
If we have a game with Dalton at 25, we'll win that game. You get me?
I'll be happy if Dalton's dropping random 20 bombs. I don't need him 30.
Yeah, we have he drops 15.
Nah,
I'll be ecstatic.
He'll drop 15 next game.
Averaging 15 points per game off the bench is like top.
I don't know about averaging, but
but he'll score 15. Like
he's gonna score 15 in the next 2 games, 3 games.
You think so?
I think average. I think he'll have like 11.
Yeah, 11 probably.
Yeah, it's good.
Solid rookie year, you know.
Which is good. I mean, as long as he's hitting his shots, he's playing respectable defense. He's doing his job.
Yeah, I want to see you guys pair up against the Suns since they've been together for the past couple of years, and Tyus Jones help them. So
they're so bad defensively. I think we're gonna cook them.
The Suns. It's a new year.
They're going to be really good offensively, though. With Coach Bud in the regular season, he's actually going to turn up their offense for sure.
Yeah.
All right, let's get into the other game. What's up?
I said Suns is our next game.
Yeah.
Friday. Or you just asking? Okay.
Oh yeah, for the Lakers, yeah.
Friday.
Let's see.
Why so much gap?
Yeah. Anyway, okay, let's get to the other game that was earlier today. Ugly game, ugly blowout, dominant win for the Celtics. Unfortunate if you're a Knicks fan. A lot of ugly stuff in the game. Oh, I don't know where we want to start. Do we want to start with Mikel's broke jump shot?
Yeah, let's start with that. You guys see the warm-up
Hey,
that he was doing, the Twitter video of him warming up, and he's like a robot shooting it?
Yeah, that shit is so bad, dude. Like,
wait,
it's like, how do you even develop that? How do you?
Do we know the tea on why he changed?
Try.
Apparently, apparently he had a hitch at Villanova, fixed it when he got to the league, and in my opinion, maybe he got back with the Villanova boys and it just manifested back.
No, he tried to fix his jump shot. They tried to not fix it. They tried to change it because if you see him shooting when he was like, he still looked a little weird. It worked, but he still kind of like put it like this.
It was still smoother though.
Yeah,
like he would be like he would be like.
At least it was one motion.
But
this
then,
one's
like,
a
now it was like.
It's like a 4-part semi-story.
Bro, you know what they're calling him? You know what they're calling him? Mikel Kid Gilchrist, bro.
That's
They
crazy.
traded 5 first-round picks for Mikel Kid Gilchrist.
Dude, you know that video? You know that video of like the fat dude with the shooting machine just breaking all the shots? They're like, Mikel, we paid you 200 mil. Please make a shot. And it's that fucking video of the dude breaking those.
Is that Spice Adams?
Concern when the Dante was that they're not going to be able to shoot, and they just have a bunch of corner specialists. Like OG Anunoby's a corner specialist.
He had a horrible game. Can we talk about that dude? He played horrible today too. Horrible.
Like, this is the team you want to beat. This is like, you're the Houston Rockets of 2017. The Celtics are the Warriors to you. You're building a team to beat the Celtics as the Knicks, and they have no shooting ability, and it's going to hurt them in the long run, especially trading Dante. Like, at least you had Dante in the past. Their second best three-point shooter is McBride or freaking Josh Hart.
McBride was the only one that played good today. I'm going to be honest.
Shooting is going to be a very big thing for them, and if they're not going to be able to shoot, I don't see them even getting past the Bucks or 76ers.
Yeah, they need Mikel to fix that because that's insane.
Even so,
in the second half, he kind of hit some threes, but like hopefully that's
he salvaged his game, but just in general, like that having that bad of a form, like it affects you no matter what. You know? What I mean?
Someone on that team is gonna have to be able to hit like wing threes or top of the key threes.
McBride,
yeah, it should be him.
It can't be Brunson.
It's supposed to be him. Like,
they should sign Lonnie Walker, bro. On God,
they might need him. Honestly,
he's supposed to go back to a Suns like role, but it's like, bro, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, their bench is it's not even deep either. McBride's the only option that they have.
Yeah,
like,
they need some depth.
Only wrong take ever.
Yeah,
Lonnie Walker's available.
I mean, everybody that played off the bench, Sims, he's really bad. They don't have a backup center. Campaign, not really doing whatever. McBride's really their only guy. They tried like some of these rookies. I've never heard. Tyler Kolek. I mean, he probably played some garbage minutes. Daddy A, he got in the middle of the game. Dude's name is Daddy A.
Who?
Daddy A.
Daddy A.
Daddy A yo.
Daddy A.
Daddy A yo.
Daddy A.
Yeah, not good. I think Cat looked good in spurts when they got him the ball. He just didn't take enough shots. Like from when I didn't watch the entire game, but when I saw it, like only 9 shots for Cat, 5 of 9.
Yeah,
like you got to get him the ball more.
Exactly. You have to take 20 shots.
Then you can tell that from a
shots.
defensive standpoint, they're missing Mitchell Robinson. Like they need a rim protector on that team, and Cat's not going to be that for you whatsoever.
Yeah.
So
they don't even have a Hartenstein type of guy anymore to like hustle.
Exactly. Yeah, they lost.
Like Hartenstein was your hustle demon. Like you don't have him no more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they lost their. I'm not gonna say they lost anything because they're playing the best team in the NBA.
They lost their culture.
Exactly. Their culture is not what it was last year in terms of grittiness and defense. Like I don't think that's what you're gonna get this year.
What did Brunson do? I didn't watch the game.
He needs to pass the ball more. He was kind of hitting his shots, but I feel like if you're going to be the point guard of that team, especially with guys like Mikel, OG, even Cat to a degree, who are like can't really make their own shots as well, you have to put them in positions, like get them looks. I'm not saying he got to be Tyrese Halliburton 15 assists, but you can't have 2 assists as the lead point guard. You know what I mean? Like that's unacceptable.
You're telling me.
Yeah, he'll figure it out. I mean, it is the Celtics, and I guess we can touch upon that. Like that team just looks better than they did.
They're really gonna go back to the finals in the East again, bro.
Yeah,
maybe the Knicks are worse than we thought.
Looked like he was even timing. They stayed him like winning MVP this year. Everything that happened over the offseason and not playing with the Olympics, I think that's motivation that we talked about earlier during the offseason. I feel like he's taking that to heart, and he came out going crazy today. And
they still don't got Porzingis, bro.
Yeah, they still don't have Porzingis. Like, I was thinking about it. Sam Hauser and Payne Pritchard would be your like top 2-3 options on the Knicks off the bench, and those guys barely get any minutes playing on that roster.
Dude, bro, Luke Cornett would be the not like the Knicks could use him if he was off their bench. He would actually be helpful center for them. That's how deep they are.
Yeah, and then they almost beat their record in the first game for threes. Do you think it's possible that they beat the Warriors' record this year?
Dude, they attempted 61 threes today. And they didn't really shoot that well, so they could well, actually, they did shoot well. Let me not.
That's bread and butter.
That's 29 for 60. That's like 48%.
They did shoot well, but the 61 threes is crazy.
Do you think they can beat the record, Warriors' record, 73-9?
Oh, I don't know. I don't know about that.
Maybe
they're not that good. I don't think that.
They're not that good. They'll get 60 wins though. They're gonna be 60-win team for sure.
100%. Yeah,
maybe 65.
They're just too deep. And then Jaylen Brown, I think he's even taking it up to the next level. Like, the continuity with this team and them or having another year under their belt with experience is just going to make the team better than they were last year.
And I know you guys be hating on Mazzulla, but I think he's a good coach. I think he does enough. Like, he's not crazy X's and O's. He's not going to do anything crazy in the locker room, but he does everything really well. He handles personalities well. He's good enough on the X's and O's. He's good enough on, like, in-game adjustments. So, and the talent this team has, that's all they really need. Just someone to, like, kind of keep them together and do a little bit of everything, and I think he does a perfect job of that.
Yeah, I agree with you. Tatum
we've been saying
on his MVP arc, redemption arc. I'm here for it.
He ain't winning that MVP.
Dude, White had a good game. Drew Holiday had a good game too.
Yeah, the team's just too good altogether.
I'm such a hater. I hate that team having success, but I don't know why. When I see that team do good, you know what? Also, bro, during our halftime, the freaking TNT boys were in Boston, and all the people that were saying,
"Fuck Lakers" or something.
Yeah, I was like, bro, shut them up, bro. What are we doing? Shaq's just smiling over there, like.
Yeah, because Shaq played on both teams, I guess. But
they definitely shut up post game.
10-day contract for the Celtics.
Hey, we should check in post game TNT. Let's see what they're saying after that.
Yeah, right. After the Lakers win.
All right, I've seen enough. Give me the Celtics in the finals. Come on, Lakers. Celtics.
Yeah. So give the Celtics the finals, or get them in the finals already for the East. I don't know. I feel like the Bucks are going to surprise us. If you want to like talk about other teams tomorrow that are playing later on, but I feel like the Bucks are going to be one of those teams that.
You don't want to wait for this.
That's a good idea. Let's look ahead to the games tomorrow, and not necessarily like, it's hard to predict, but let's just talk through them. Especially what we've seen today, maybe like what we think is going to happen. Let me see if I can pull the schedule up right here.
Games we're excited for.
Let's see what the first game is. Probably the Hornets, bro. They always play like first game of the day. Indiana at Detroit. Okay, honestly, Indiana should win, but I'm actually a little excited to see Detroit with a competent coach. Just Cade, anything better than 28 straight losses last year.
I don't know. We all think Cade's gonna have a breakout year, and I feel like if he goes crazy tomorrow and has a great game, then we'll be talking about him, and not in a different light, but we're saying, oh, he's here, he might be him, so he might do that tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be. I think Pacers still should take that, but I just want to see the Pistons not suck ass. That's really it.
Competent, honestly.
And then we got Brooklyn at Atlanta. That's like all-time tank fest, pretty much. But
all right, do you believe in Ben Simmons having a good opening night?
What's good? Like 5 and 5.
I believe Ben Simmons will have an exemplary game.
I want to see him shoot a three, bro. He needs to check in to shoot a three immediately.
Right, off tip off.
Send a message, bro. Send a message.
Like, I'm here.
I'm here.
Are you? Why you go? Is it home?
And do one of these. Do one of these too, because Mikal ain't doing it this year.
And Mikal doing this now. This is the story.
What is that? What the fuck is that? What is that?
Man.
Nah, but yeah, dude. He needs to. I don't know. If he surprised me, he surprised me, but I'm not expecting nothing.
I have belief. I believe in Ben Simmons having a good opening night.
I do too.
God.
I'm gonna trust him.
Great game to shut up the haters. But
I'll say this:
how many years has he had trying to shut up the haters?
For like
give him one more chance,
now.
baby.
No more off-season videos, buddy.
Yeah,
the cycle starts tomorrow. Or I believe in Ben Simmons. Hope is there.
Hey, to all my bettors in here, if you're in the chat, Cam Thomas might go crazy tomorrow. Hawks defense ain't good. If Trae Young is on him, his line might be low. This season, we talk about Jordan Poole and all that. He actually might average like close to 28 points a game just because they have nobody else that can score.
Come on, 28 is not realistic.
You have to be a different level.
28 is crazy, but like 23 to 25, he could do it.
The fact that, bro, I forgot who. I think it was just Omari or Omari and Hassan. The Jordan Poole 28 point per game take is never gonna go away.
I said he was average 27. You said it too, not me and Omari.
I
didn't.
Okay.
I said it.
I said like 22. I said 22.
Watch, his redemption arc is coming too, bro. I believe in Jordan Poole. The usage is there.
He's due for a bounce back year, right? He's due.
Years. I think he'll have a good year this year. It's too much usage.
I mean, it's hard to go lower than last year.
Listen, his career can't just be bouncing back after bad years. Like that just can't be your stigma, bro. That's weird.
I mean,
that's crazy. That's his whole career bouncing back from being trash.
Bounce back, bro. Like, is that his nickname?
Yeah, honestly. So, I mean, this is the year he bounces back. He has a good year then, because every other year he's bad. Right?
Yeah, you might be right. You might be onto something.
He had 2 bad years.
Yeah, nah.
He did.
He did.
Oh, Warriors.
Warriors one.
He has to have 2 good years on the Wizards.
17. It was okay. It wasn't like
he wasn't terrible. He just kind of. He has a bad playoff. He had bad playoffs.
To be fair, he got punched in the face before the season started on camera. So
very fair.
Give him a pass for that year.
But hey, we get to see first overall pick that nobody cares about in this game as well. Zachary Richesay. I'm not really going to be tuning into this one, but
I'll take a look. I got league pass this year, so I mean I'll look.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Jalen Johnson, I feel like, maybe we'll talk about it when we see in person, but he got a contract extension, so excited to see what he can do. He's a clear number 2 on the team now. I feel like he's like basically what they hoped John Collins would be, like a lob threat that can do it all a little bit. So I'm excited to see him develop.
Yeah, we still don't know where that team's headed. So these first few games will tell us a lot about if they're trying to contend or not contend or contend for like a playoff spot, I guess.
Yeah,
for a championship.
Bro, I'm gonna tell you,
I'm gonna blow it up.
I'm gonna keep it a buck. It's gonna be easy. Just trade Trey away for assets and rebuild. You guys suck. There's no way around it, bro. That team is not good. They're just middle. They're average.
Don't even want to see what happens.
They're literally 50-50. That's how trash
they
are.
What if you start like 5-0?
There's no hope. They can go 10-0. They're gonna lose 20. Like, bro, it just doesn't happen, bro.
I don't think they'll trade Trae Young personally. I think he would have to request a trade. Because he's just like their franchise player,
The past few years, it's gonna happen.
Pull the trigger, bro. Get out of Atlanta, dude.
He has to go to the office and request a trade. Like I don't think they're like just trading him just cause.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, without DeJounte, this year he's gonna eat for sure. He's gonna go back to what he was before.
DeJounte throw shots at Atlanta. He's like, I wasn't really played in an optimal role or some shit.
He wasn't though. It didn't work.
It's true.
It's true. But
Trey gotta go, bro.
How else are you gonna use him? He's not gonna be played in an optimal role in New Orleans either. Like,
I want to see Trey have a chance, bro. Put him on a team with straight up elite defenders and call it a day. I don't care.
I agree with you, but
yeah, you have to. That's all you can do for him at this point.
Oh, take him to the Celtics, bro. Get rid of their point guard. Put him on the Celtics. I don't care.
Hmm.
Don't do that. Don't do that. I don't want to see that happen. No, don't.
This is gonna be a good game from the early slate. Orlando at Miami. Two good, a vet team versus a young up and coming team. Yeah. They just signed a bunch of players. Franz Wagner got an extension. Jalen Suggs got an extension. Like they signed a bunch of their guys, so they're kind of locked up. But I'm excited to see what they can do with another, year of experience and getting better. And then Miami, they're always going to be gritty and competitive. And maybe Jimmy Butler's on something this year. Bam's shooting threes now, so hopefully we'll see how that.
And Terry Rozier. Tyler Hero's been injured for the past couple of years and kind of lost faith since the bubble years. So I don't know if we still think he's one of their top players or not.
You've lost faith in Hero?
I've lost faith in Hero. I mean,
faith in what though?
Like what is he
injuries?
Faith in his ability or talent to be like a star in the NBA.
He's 6 man after the bubble year?
I never thought he was going to be a star. So I never lost faith. I guess
he was going to be a star, and I personally thought he'd be damn near an all-star.
Yeah, he averaged 20 as like a young
Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, I mean, if you thought that, I guess you're right. He would disappoint.
At the time, people were saying that, but
we thought he'd be better than
what he is now.
He'd have a better career than yeah.
He's good though.
I don't think he's that bad though. He's just not consistent enough. That's what I say.
Yeah,
like
that's
makes him bad. Not bad. It doesn't make him bad.
No, then Jalen Green fucking stinks.
What do you mean?
If we're talking about he's not consistent, Jalen Green got to be the worst player in the league. If that makes you bad.
He's been in the NBA for 3 seasons.
Jalen Green shits on.
I'm just using your logic. You're saying he's bad because he's inconsistent. Then it's like Jalen Green stinks.
Healthy. Not in terms of basketball play. He's inconsistent of playing basketball, and that hurts your stock in terms of being a better player than we think you are.
Jalen Green's skill is also better.
Has he
than
really
You don't
been?
believe in Kawhi Leonard, right?
Has he really been that injury prone though? Like Tyler
Yeah.
Hero?
Hero?
Check his
Yeah.
games.
I don't think he's
They-
been that.
last
I think he's
year.
been a little bit.
No,
He's
he's
been
been
pretty
injury prone
injury
for.
prone.
Well, last year he didn't play much, but the 2 years before, 67, 66 games, not terrible.
Yeah.
That's good.
What did he
Still
average?
a little missed games.
Yeah, what
but-
about the year before?
probably averaged,
There,
what,
there
20
was
and
another
5?
year he got broke his hand or something.
Yeah, that was also the shortened season. He played 54
The
games.
bubble?
Wasn't that the playoffs that he broke his
No,
hand?
that was the year after the bubble where it was like started later and it was just 70 games
yeah,
or whatever.
Wasn't there a time he broke
72
his
or
hand in the playoffs and he was like gone?
Yeah,
Yeah.
2 years ago against the Bucks.
Yeah. I remember
Okay.
that, bro, because he
Oh, okay.
took a fucking jump shot
Yeah.
with the broken hand.
Yeah, I forgot about that.
So yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
I guess he played regular season games, but like he got hurt in the playoffs, so it's still like
Last year, for
Same
sure,
thing
he
with
was
Harden,
not there last
yeah.
year at all.
Yeah, the Heat are just like a wild card. I guess they could do good or they could be bad, and we won't be surprised. In terms
Hey,
of what
Jimmy,
they
I
Hey,
think
look.
their coaching, Eric Spoelstra is going to prevent him from ever being really bad. Like I don't think they could be. They're never probably going to be a 1 seed, but like Spoelstra
They'd be-
floor is the 8th seed.
Yeah, 8th or
Hey, man.
9th.
He's the best AC to ever do it.
look, one thing about that money though,
It's gonna make you play.
niggas go niggas go
Yeah.
hoop for that bread.
Contract year.
Jimmy
You
gonna
see
take it
the
seriously for a little bit, yeah. He's
Jimmy
going
Butler.
to a serious Jimmy year. He got to get his bread, and then he got to go relax. He's going to start relaxing the next year. But this year, he's
Did you
hooping.
see his,
I guarantee a 25 at least average.
you see his media day. No games media
Yeah,
day.
no
this year.
games. Yeah, no fucking no
Contract year,
trolls.
Hassan?
No,
No
he
trolls.
knows
Be
what's coming.
serious. No, yeah,
Facts.
facts. Contract year. We getting that money.
I'm a believer in Jimmy this year too.
We'll see. I mean,
But
I still
why
think
not?
he'll sit out games, but I actually think he'll play harder on the court when he does play.
Yeah. And I think
Um,
he'll play like he won't. I feel like he gasses injuries. You know what I mean? Like he'll take his time coming back.
Yeah, for
Like,
sure.
more
He
than he
does that
used
all
to.
the time.
He's gonna average
I feel like
21,
if
and
he's
you're gonna be
injured, he'll come
disappointed.
back like when he should come back, and he'll like you know what I mean. I feel he'll play a decent amount of games this year, at least like
His stock definitely
the
dropped
60s.
last year because of not playing in the playoffs. Because that's all he's
Yeah.
good for. So he's gonna have to be at least healthy enough to play in the regular season and playoffs.
This matchup, this next one, I want to talk about it because a lot of news came out. We got Milwaukee versus Philly, and Philly already. Embiid and Paul George not playing game 1.
What's new?
Yeah,
What is new?
And
I
they
mean,
just invested in these two guys super heavy. They went all in on this team, and you don't even have them. And I know it's really early. Come playoff time, this could all be irrelevant, but this is not a good start to the new regime.
Your stars should never be missing out game 1 of the NBA season unless they were seriously hurt. Like I don't know what it is with these guys, just missing games, and it's just in their DNA. But it's
On the
not
same
a
team
playoff.
too, both of them.
It's sad and embarrassing.
Yeah, go ahead.
You guys
dude.
are like the cream of the crop of the athletes, and I get pissed off, bro. I really do, because I don't like this. Bro, if you could play, go and play, bro. If you could play, go and play.
Bro, play on one leg. I don't know what's wrong with Embiid. First, he said he's not playing back to backs. Like you shouldn't even be saying that as a superstar. You can just do it and just don't publicly say that you're
Yeah,
never playing
you're
back to
so
back for the rest
stupid,
of your
bro.
career. And then Paul George, you already know what's up with him. Injury prone every single year. His career.
He actually legit got injured though. I'll give him that. Like I saw, like he actually fucked his knee up.
There's a
But
pattern. He always gets hurt.
yeah.
That's the
no,
injury,
for sure,
that
for
is
sure.
true.
But like,
He has actual injury. It's just like that's the craziest part about Paul George. It's never like ticky tack shit. He always gets fucked up. Like it's like what's wrong with you?
Yeah,
Like
for real.
it's like why do you always get bodied? Like
he has to
I
learn to
understand.
land or like do some better. I don't know what it is, but
what he
like
could do. But
other
it's not a
injury
good
prone people, it's always
offensive
like
start.
ticky tack ligaments, like my knee is sore and shit. Oh, I gotta sit.
Yeah.
This nigga just gets fucking have a shit snap like
Yeah.
on regular
when
Tuesday.
when you already have bad media presence to start off the season and you're in a championship contender team, it gives me
It's already tough.
or
Yeah.
it gives me like negativity or bad vibes around them actually.
yeah.
contending.
And Embiid already said he's not playing back to backs
Yeah.
ever again.
That's
Like
the
it's
first thing
just
you're gonna say before the season even starts.
Like, bro,
That
are you
doesn't show any
quitter?
championship
All I hear is
mentality.
like quitter talk, quitter. Like, I'm not doing
Exactly.
that. Like, what do you mean you're not?
Oh my
doing
God,
it?
we got AD trying to play as much as possible.
Right.
And I don't know if
Right,
y'all
Matt.
saw what Shaq said about it. Because they talked to him about it, and Shaq was like, "The league ain't even as like that physical anymore, where you shouldn't not play back to backs ever." You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you're right.
he, especially him with the flops and the shit. Like he don't even be, you know what I mean? Like he be selling all these calls, so it's like you know you kind of I don't want to call him soft, but he is soft.
And back
He
then
also
they were
plays
playing
outside the
basketball.
paint a lot,
Everyone was
too.
even harder on their bodies. These guys are just soft.
Dude, you know what
Yeah,
I feel?
that's-
You know who I feel bad for, guys? I feel bad for Tyrese Maxey because I love that player. And the fact that he's on his team where his 2 stars are letting him down, bro. That pisses me off, bro. Come to LA. Like
Yeah,
It's crazy because he's such the polar opposite of them. Like he'll play through anything whenever his team needs him. He'll do anything. Like
he's always there. He's reliable. Those two are not reliable.
that's why the
At least
fans
Tyrese
love
Maxey.
Maxey. That's why people feel the way they feel about Embiid and Paul George because they have quitter mentality and they say the things they say. But Tyrese Maxey is loved by every like NBA fan, bro.
Yeah.
Quitter mentality. Nah, we're not doing that to PG. They got hurt. Like we want him to do.
Okay, but he's
not a
always
quitter,
been
dude.
like.
But then he's
not a quitter, he's injury prone.
You can't say you can't say it's a quitter mentality. Like
Okay, but he never cares.
Loser mentality?
Like what
What's
Gabe
the word?
said, he said he's the number 2.
he doesn't care. He doesn't care is a good way to put
no
it.
effort mentality.
No,
Sorry.
but no,
effort.
okay. We're not gonna say accepting your role as a number 2 is not caring.
Okay, you can accept
You
your
can
role.
accept it,
you
but you can't.
still
You
think
should
you're the
say
best player on the court. I'm
he's
best.
the
I'm the
number
best
one,
at
bro.
doing my
What?
role on the court. You can
It's
accept
not
your
even
role.
that. It's just his demeanor overall. He's never aggressive. He's never like pushing his teammates. I saw Anthony Edwards yelling at his guys to like get after it. He was yelling at them because they weren't on shit.
I think
Paul George
I
ain't
think
never
Paul
do that.
George's passion. I think his passion has died like over time. The last time I think he was really
That's a good
passionate
way to
was
say it.
probably like
That's quitting.
2020.
the first couple years of Clippers. Yeah, like the first
Yeah,
couple
when
years.
they're
I think the first
crazy.
2 years of the Clippers. I think that's the last time he was truly like passionate. Now I feel like
So he gave
After
up.
that bubble, bro, they all like broke their
He lost the
spirit.
passion inside the
yeah,
bubble.
like he's in LA.
Yeah.
Like he's in LA. He has his
Pandemic.
family. Yeah, he has his family. He has his kids. You know what I mean? Like he's
Got his
he's
bag.
He's
Oh
chilling.
yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
Isn't he married to a stripper?
I don't know.
yeah. I mean, she's bad. I'm not hating. She's bad, and they have kids. They have a whole family. So
W man.
if you wife it, you know what I mean?
Spending
Yeah,
more
a lot
time
of
on
strippers-
podcasts
I
than playing in the
know
NBA.
strippers that are normal people too. So
This guy.
Hey.
Spending more time on podcasts than he is.
We got dudes out here wifing. I'm not even gonna get to what Jalen Green's girlfriend posted on her story, but
oh man,
Saw that too.
nah, yeah, we can talk about it. That is kind of.
No
I
comment.
feel bad. Like there has to be some type of grooming, bro. She's like 40, bro. Like it gets to
Hey,
a
bro.
point.
Let the
It's
man
like
live
if
his
I'm a
life.
frown upon, if I'm a frown upon it, the other way around, I'm a frown upon this too.
You know,
what I mean?
you
Like,
guys know Jalen Green is
that's
younger
just
than us.
crazy.
yeah.
This is worse than the Brittany Renner one. Brittany Renner is at least like fucking. I think she's like late 20s.
Huh?
The PJ Washington.
Oh,
Let me
at
see
the
how old she is.
time.
I thought she was like 34.
Now she's in her. She's older for sure.
Nah, it's been years now. She was like 29 or something when it first came. Or like, nah, we were potting. When,
Oh, she's 32
but she's
right
not
now.
that old, basically. But yeah. So okay, so she was like 29, but Dre is like fucking 40, and Jalen Green's even younger than PJ.
Hey man,
Yeah.
he got a kid he got to take care of now, and he's locked
Yeah,
already.
I'm
So
like that's crazy.
let him live his best life, I guess.
Hey man,
Do
like
what
I
you gotta
said, like
do.
I mean, it's crazy insane, but I know I hope he's happy.
Yeah, what's done is
I hope
done.
she makes him happy and doesn't do him dirty. That's all I know.
We'll see what's play on the court. Probably how he's feeling this year.
Right.
If he's motivated or if she's
that
in his
new
head.
that new father upgrade.
Fatherhood hoops.
Everybody gets fatherhood upgrade.
I would agree with you. He got to do it on his team that got the ultimate fatherhood boost, Fred VanVleet.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, fact.
we'll see. This ain't like the best woman to give you that boost in my opinion.
best.
But
The Rockets extended their guys,
knows?
Jalen Green and Sengun, on
yeah,
some
we
good
could talk
contracts.
about that. Yeah,
fact.
Şengün gets the full 5-year. Jalen Green, I'm gonna give him some credit here. First player to ever do a 2+1. Very smart for him, and I think is very smart for the Rockets because if he turns out to be really good, you can just extend him for a longer time, give him that full max. I think the reason they did that 2+1 is because they like the potential with him. They just don't trust it fully. So they're like, we're gonna give you a short extension, give you a couple more years to prove it, and then if you really are like that, we can extend you for the full 5 years after the 2 years. If not, we can ship you still because the contract's not terrible. You know, we can get a star player. We can give Jalen Green and some of our picks and get the star. Or, you know, if he just ends up being really bad, he's off the book. So I really like what they did. I like him just accepting the fact that, you know what, I'm not going to demand a 5-year max like all these other dudes. I'll take the 2-year and I'll play through it and, you know, earn my money even more. So I you know, respected both sides in my opinion for that one.
Rockets
The
are a great
market's going to look
organization.
different in 2 years too. So even if he doesn't play to the expectation, he'll still make more than what he's making now. because of
assuming he doesn't drop off. Yeah.
Assuming he doesn't have a huge drop off. But if he's consistent and plays at the level that we think he's going to play at, then he'll make the money that he deserves.
That speaks to Jalen Green's character. He's a great guy. He's willing to do whatever it takes for the team.
He's doing everything. Exactly. He's the first player
to ever do it. He's gonna set trends, man. He took this on the chin. He's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna ball out for you guys. Then we'll renegotiate in a few years. You know what I'm saying? So kudos to him, bro. I really respect that man for that.
But I still got questions on his encore stuff, but respect for the contract. But this is a good way for him to prove it. It seems like because he took this contract, he understands that he still has areas to improve in, which is really good.
Yeah, or he just knows he can make a bigger bag because he knows he's him. So
stop glazing.
He takes like a $60 million deal.
Yeah, real glaze for real.
Yeah, glazing who?
Sengun's contract's good though too. I like them locking him in. I feel like he is the future of their team. Baby Jokic, baby Sabonis, and we'll see what Baby Yoke. We'll see what Ime Udoka does with his development over the years.
And the good thing with him is, you drafted him at like the 19th pick, right? So it's like you get a guy that you basically, I won't call him a Giannis, but you drafted him late in the first round. You develop him slowly, and now he's like one of your best franchise players. So it's really good to see that.
Start to build players around him. I feel like Reed Shepherd is a good asset to play around him with his shooting ability, and how they play the pick off of the pick and roll would be good. So even if Jalen Green or Thompson or Smith don't work out, you still have your franchise player that you can build an offense around now. So I like that in there too.
I can't wait to see their season this year. I'm expecting good things.
They play Charlotte tomorrow. That's actually the next game we could talk about. I mean, it should be an exciting game.
The House of Highlights mixtape man is back.
I have to get some free clips. Do you think he has aura like that? Sillard's gone.
That game, I'm tapping into that game because it could either be like a super crazy highlight reel from everyone or just a brick fest ugly game. Like it could go and entertaining either way though. So I'm gonna have to watch.
Doing 18, 12, and like 9, and that's the best player of the night.
Dude, Jalen Green could either score like 50 or like 2 on like 2 of 18, and I'm gonna tune it anyway.
He's not dropping 2, bro.
And then we got Brandon Miller. We can get some dunks from him too. Some consistency.
Oh yeah, Brandon Miller. I'm excited for his year this year. I think he has. It's at 5.
5, yeah.
I think Brandon Miller has potential to be the best player on this team, especially if LaMelo doesn't play consistently. It could become his team very soon.
I like their makeup.
They have a talented young team too.
With their new head coach, so when we see how he does what he does, then we can see.
If he can just have them buy in on defense, they don't even have to be good. They just got to try. Like they will be decent. They'll be a playing team.
Yeah, just don't be a Steven Silas.
I call them the best mid 3. Is that what I said? Like right under the big 3s of players, like the mid 3.
Mid 3s, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
They are. They're the mid 3.
I guess. With LaMelo Ball. I'm excited to see him play.
That'll be fun.
LaMelo's gonna drop a 30-point triple double, calling it right now.
Facts.
We also got we got Cleveland at Toronto.
Probably a Donovan Mitchell game. I mean, probably I take Cleveland there.
Most likely.
I want to see how the Cavs look as a whole because every year it's like they're decent, but they also struggle with some stuff. So maybe they'll see improvements for some of their players. Mobley, Garland. I want to see him get back to like that all-star level form he had a couple years ago.
Yeah, he needs a bounce back here.
He said something. He said a quote. Man, I forgot it. Basically, it's like about the doubters, blah blah blah. I'm gonna get back to where I was.
I believe in him.
I believe in him too.
Things can get bad real quick over there.
Yeah,
I don't think they'll be that bad though. They're locked in a playoff spot. It's just what's their ceiling,
I haven't believed in the Cavs in a minute, so
if they get start off bad, then things can trade requests and all that can.
No, it ain't happening. They just extended like all their guys pretty much.
I still think Garland's just.
Can't Garland get Can't Garland get traded?
No, he can get traded. I just don't. If anyone gets moved, it's going to be Garland and Allen because they're definitely keeping Mobley and. Well, they can't even trade Mobley and Donovan. They extended them this offseason, so they're on the team. So, but yeah, I do think I don't want to say trade request, but like they will have to make some moves. I agree with that.
Yeah. What else we got?
I haven't believed in them in a minute. I mean, they haven't been crazy enough. Like, I want them to be contending, bro. They just don't.
They'll be solid, but they're always going to just be. They'll be like hovering.
They don't have the roster to be able to contend. Their makeup is not built for it right now.
Yeah.
And they're not doing anything about it. Like they're just not.
The next game we got Chicago at New Orleans. Lonzo Ball will be active, and he will play.
You think he's starting or
no? He's coming off the bench.
Oh, P. Giddy starting? I don't know. He's not even
P. Giddy.
P. Giddy. Yeah, I mean, this should be a fun game. I mean,
I kind of want to see what DeJounte does and their new offense. Zion losing all those pounds.
Yeah,
see if it actually helps him. The cycle continues with Zion. It's the
we'll
same.
see no center. We'll see with no center. Herb Jones guarding Vucevic, how that looks.
Too. Yeah, that too. Vucevic
what are you guys doing?
Yeah,
I don't understand how they even how the GM has a job when he started the season like this. Like, I would have fired you as soon as we started the season like this. Like,
yeah, I don't know, man.
Not even having like a playable center is crazy. Like,
he's not having center.
Man, go pick up a 7-footer from the street or something.
Like, you're literally failing at your job, dude. Like,
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. I'm interested to see how it's gonna look though when it starts, and then the DeJounte Murray makeup too. Where they play CJ McCollum and what type of sets they run with that offense. So
yeah, and then the Bulls side, excited to see Lonzo. Actually, they got a few players like they kind of they're like almost fully in that rebuild. They still have Vucevic and Zach, so I think if they get rid of them, if those two guys, they'll fully in the rebuild. They got Kobe White, Buzelis, the rookie they drafted. They still got Ayo Dosunmu. Hopefully they pray Giddey gives him something. If Lonzo Ball, I mean, he looked good in the preseason, so if he can come back to form, you can trade him for more assets too, because people will trade for him if he's anywhere close to what he used to be. So
that's a good asset.
They seem like a team to me that will flip a lot of these guys like during the season and kind of at the second half of the year fully go into that tank mode.
Yeah, I think Zach LaVine's a prime trade candidate too. I think he'll start off with pretty good this year. If he's fully healthy with no DeRozan, there's no reason for him not to be what he used to be. So
once he reminds people how good he is, people will call a phone for him.
So he'll shine.
They just need a little taste
and then get traded. Yeah,
if you know what I mean.
Because they're not winning games at the level that we think they are.
We got another good game, kind of. I mean, one of the teams, Memphis at Utah. I'm excited to see Memphis though. John Morant, Desmond Bane, no Jaren Jackson though. He's hurt already. They're kind of banged up already a lot.
It's like I want to see what Edie looks like at the NBA level and how they use him out there. So especially with Walker Kessler going up against him and Laurie.
That dude on the Trailblazers, Klingen, he shitted on Walker Kessler, so I can only imagine what Edie's about to do tomorrow.
Yeah.
Yeah, Utah strikes me as the team, like usually they start off good and then kind of fall off. I think this year they could just suck from the get-go, to be honest. So.
They probably will suck from the get-go.
Bro, I think Jaw's going to have an insane – oh, my God, I'm so happy he's playing again. Dude, John Morant was one of my favorite point guards. Hassan already knows. I wish I could lace John Morant. Dude, this team, oh, man, I'm expecting big things. I'm expecting very big things from John Morant and the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yeah, I feel like Jaw's probably going to have a really good bounce-back game. Desmond Bane, we already know who he is at this point.
Sure.
And then what else? Who's going to stop him on Utah? Like, that 1-2 punches already.
They're not going to get stopped us. They're just going to win.
Utah, I'm only tapping in for Keontae George. And Laurie. Shout out to Laurie, but I don't care about no one else.
Wait, I want to say Keontae us.
I said boo Keontae.
Yeah, why
he's a hater.
Jalen Green.
Oh, I remember now. Yeah. Sucks.
Hey, tomorrow, y'all getting put on notice, baby. Put on notice.
Colin Sexton, man. Like,
no, while Laurie's still there, he's about to cook, bro. I'm be honest, okay?
All right, we'll see.
Jordan Clarkson
is gonna have a better season than Jalen Green this year.
Statistically, no. I mean, statistically, yes, but overall, probably not.
Okay.
Statistically, there's no way he can compare it to Jalen Green.
I think he can. He's on a shitter team. Like, he has way more opportunity.
Okay, if you're on a bad team, though, what are you gonna act like? He's not
Bull.
gonna get him that many assists. I mean, Laurie's there for
he can get 7 assists. He's a pass first guy anyway. 7 assists.
7 assists is not gonna get you like what 11 and 7 or 13 and 7 is not gonna be better.
No, he ain't averaging 13. He ain't averaging.
That's like a Tyus Jones type of like stat line, bro.
At least 15. Potential to do more.
7 is not gonna be better than what Jalen Green produces.
Okay, if Jalen Green averages 20 and 1 or 23 and or 25 and 1 on shit efficiency, I'm taking Keontae's stat line.
What?
Nobody's
averaging
anything. Yeah. He's averaging like 23, 5 and 4, or like 23, 4 and 4.
Nigga said 1.
Yeah.
He said what?
He ain't swinging a rock, bro.
What? Like what?
Imagine.
We'll see. I'll hold you to that.
Hey, Jalen Brunson's averaging 2 assists and 1 rebound right now.
Never passed. He's never passed ever.
Jalen Brunson, bro.
Oh, all right.
Oh, what if he falls off?
This should be a good game right here for Clippers haters. Phoenix at LA.
That actually might be good to watch.
That's what you're looking
Harden
at.
beat them down.
Harden was cooked, but Phoenix.
Did you see what Terrence Mann said about the Clippers?
What did he say?
Nah.
He said this is the best defensive team I played on in my life.
Nah, it's crazy.
What?
James
I mean,
Harden.
while Paul George and Kawhi were active,
That's what people are saying. Like, bro, you have Paul George and Kawhi, and you're saying this team is better defensively.
All defense, Patrick Beverly too. Like
they added Chris Dunn. Is Chris Dunn that good?
Bro's geeking.
He be saying shit. Yeah,
Eric Jones Jr. is good too. He's definitely captain.
Yeah,
they be trying to look excited for the new year, bro. They shouldn't saying anything.
Hassan, it's gonna be really bad when like Harden has like 11 points and like 5 assists and 8 turnovers, bro. I'm gonna cry.
Right.
He's definitely gonna shoot a tour date tomorrow.
Who? James Harden?
Yeah. Well, I won't say definitely, but he could.
Bro, he's gonna have a generational bad game, bro.
Yeah, we're talking about the end of January 31st. That's what we're talking about.
1 for 31.
Nah, that'd be crazy.
That's great.
Nah, he's gonna hit something like a July 24, 25. You know what I'm saying?
He's gonna come out. He's gonna have a great game. Statistically, they're gonna lose the game though. I feel like we just mentioned how Phoenix is not gonna be good from a defensive standpoint. James Harden is obviously gonna.
Yeah, he should cook them. He should
highest
cook them.
usage rate in the NBA right now.
Who's guarding him? Bradley Beal or Devin Booker? Like,
yeah, and then he'll just dish it like he does. So he'll have a top tier stat line, but they'll lose the game because they have nobody on their roster. So.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap in. I probably agree with you. I think he'll probably have a good game. Suns can't really stop anybody, but I do have confidence in the Suns, at least regular season wise with Budenholzer. He always runs a good regular season team. So
yeah, they just need to stay healthy.
There's good games tomorrow, bro. There's good games going on. I can't wait.
And then last one, Hassan. Free win for the Golden State Warriors. They're playing the Portland Trailblazers.
If we lose this game, emergency podcast, no matter where I'm at.
Nah, we're
gonna talk Warriors. Oh, man. I didn't want to wish bad juju on that.
Poop Henderson legacy game.
Right. This is gonna be Kuminga's gonna have the best game tomorrow. I feel like he's gonna establish himself. The only way that they're good this year is if Kuminga's a great player or not. I'm not gonna say borderline all-star, but he's gonna have to average 17 to 20 points this year. He's definitely number 2 scoring wise on our roster, and he's also on a contract year. And we want him, if he wants to get paid, he's gonna have to produce. And I think he'll showcase that to start off the season. And then we got 30, Mr. 30. I think he'll, like Omari always says, he'll be averaging a lot of points this year, and he's gonna be coming out blazing. He's actually been pretty hot this preseason shooting wise, so he always comes out in spurts, shooting really, really hot, and then he'll start to miss some, but then be really, really hot again. So he's been really hot to start the season, and we're gonna see that at the start of the regular season. So.
What do you think of Draymond? What is he gonna impact?
Defense and passing the basketball, leadership.
Do you think he's gonna have a negative impact on the team or no?
Nah, not when he's playing basketball.
What about Pods? What do you expect from Pods, Moody? I want to hear your thoughts.
I'm excited for Pods, and they extended Moody too. They gave him a decent contract, so now Steve Kerr's forced to play him. Sorry, buddy, you got to get in the game now.
Moody's been really good. He's actually been showing me a lot of flashes of how good of a shooter he can be, and he can play some.
He's so good set shot.
Mm-hmm.
His catch and shooter is so good. Like he just is money. Like
so even if Buddy Hield has some bad games, we can implement Moody there. And he's a bigger body too, so if he knows how to use his length and size, and then if he knows how to play good defense, he'll be okay.
Also, you guys got Tracy Jackson Davis, Kyle Anderson. We can keep going.
Yeah,
Kyle Anderson fixed his shot, bro. He actually looks decent.
He's still slow as hell.
Cal Bridges needs to take notes.
They say Kyle Anderson gave his hits to Mikhail.
But Steve Kerr is gonna have to actually earn a paycheck this year, and coaching is gonna be the biggest reason as to why we win or lose games. So.
You know what Warriors fans were saying? They said they were benching Moody on purpose so they could pay him cheap. So now like he got the bag locked in. Now they unleash him
30 minutes a night. I really like his development. He's gonna be a sleeper on our roster.
I would be playing him over Buddy Hield personally.
He should have been playing more last year, bro.
I think you start Buddy because of his shooting ability and how you can space the floor. Especially
No, Buddy's not starting. Pods is starting. It's gonna be Steph and Pods for sure.
Yeah, my fault. And then Wiggins, Kuminga, and Draymond Green. But yeah, when Buddy's on the field on the court, he spaces the court. I'm tripping right now.
Pods is gonna start.
So wrap it. It's the last game. It's the last game to the finish line.
Pods is probably gonna start. But yeah, Buddy spaces the floor when he's on the court. So I feel like he'll be good for that team if he's making shots. But if he's not, Steve Kerr can bench him willingly. He's not Klay Thompson and doesn't have 4 rings with him. So so if he's playing bad, Moses Moody can come in and do his thing. So I think
you guys got good guard depth. Melton too can come in and give you some good minutes at point guard or shooting guard. He can play either one.
Yeah, it's gonna be all on Steve Kerr. I feel like.
And you guys still have Gary Payton who can come in there, play some good defense
and shooting threes. Back before Vando. I don't know what the hell.
Don't do this. Hey, we're not doing this right now, Hassan.
We just had a great convo about the Lakers. Don't bring that up.
Man,
we don't even need him.
Yeah, damn. Imagine, dude. We did
cut his contract.
It's over.
Cut it now. Cut it.
He's such a good defender, but everything else.
We actually need Vando. Like he would help us a lot. We need some point of attack
defenders. I told you this. This man has he has zero. Like the same thing as like damn near Gobert. He can't even slash. Listen, he can't even slash. I promise you.
Dude, this guy Vando misses wide open layups like I've never seen before, bro. I'm like, how are you missing this shit?
Crazy, Hassan. He's like me. Like it's crazy.
What?
Bro. He's the greatest defenders in the league, but offensively, no bag whatsoever. And it's funny because him and Rudy Gobert used to be on the same team.
Yeah, same deal about the Gobert thing too. It's just like, brother, like you're not even like 7 something. Like you're 6'8". You should be able to do something offensively. You know what I mean? Like in 2024,
at least
in 2024's NBA, dude. Like you.
Are you talking about Vando?
Yeah, Vando. You can't be fucking Tony Allen anymore, dude. Like it's not. You know what I mean?
The only positive thing about him is like he's actually on his value contract, so it's like we're not overpaying him.
Yeah,
but just in terms of play, like in this day and age, you're not going to be useful if all you can do is play defense.
And
what is corner 3
with JJ Redick running these plays? I actually have a lot of confidence he can get him to some good positions.
That I agree with. I think he'll look better. I think he'll be better than before. Like he'll be useful, but it's just like that negative on offense is just like, will it be? It's whether or not that it'll be worth it. You know what I mean?
It's like, detrimental. I think it's detrimental.
Bro, the thing, dude, he used to not used to, but like he's had games where he's hit that corner 3. If he can at least hit that consistently, he'll be useful enough to us with what he does defensively. Like he got to at least hit that.
Yeah, he has to have some type of 6-7 points. You know what I mean? Just little slashes or a shot or 2. You know what I mean? Like do something. Like be some type of threat. You can't just not be an offensive threat anymore unless you go Bear.
Yeah, you gotta be generational to not be offensively.
Generational Gobert.
Yeah.
Generational Gobert.
Yeah. All right, well,
good opening night today, though.
Yeah, good. I'm excited for the season. I think.
Brandon, the Warriors downfall.
Why?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You're playing the Lakers, so I hope they lose tomorrow.
Versus hate.
Said, don't worry. When the Warriors.
No, I ain't praying for them to lose to the Trailblazers. That's crazy.
I just praised the Lakers. How they played well.
But Omari showed a receipt of you saying the Lakers get beat down.
If they play well, I'll come in here saying they play well.
All right, then. Truce.
Truce
for now.
All right, well, that's the stream. A little hour stream. Opening night reactions. BDL podcast. Make sure you drop a like if you're watching this after the fact. Drop a comment. Who you think is gonna have the best record in a NBA this season? Drop in the comment section.
Lakers beating the record.
Right now it's the Lakers. Lakers leading the West right now. What can you say?
Yes, sir. They are.
All right.
Not the Warriors.
Appreciate everyone for tuning in, and we'll see you on the next episode of the BDL podcast.
Let's not money, man.
Boom.